Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Lang. I'm the Program Access Manager for our Preschool Development Grant Unit at the Colorado Department of Early Childhood, and I'm here with my colleague Marika Padilla, one of our PDG Program Access Coordinators, to talk to you about our first round of the PDG B-5 Collaboration and Coordination Planning Mini Grants, which we just wrapped up. And we're excited to share the success of our first round of grantees and encourage local organizations to consider applying for the next round. This grant work is responsive to Colorado Shines Brighter Strategic Plan 1.2.1 and 1.2.4, which is all about supporting coordination and navigation at the local level. So the idea for this grant came from partner feedback that while local organizations recognized how critical it is to collaborate and coordinate at the local level to improve family access to services in that birth to 5 system. They said, too often we just don't resource the work that is required to meaningfully plan for that coordination. And so this grant has 2 goals. The primary goal of the grant is to support local organizations as they do that work to collaborate on the development of a plan with other local organizations to better coordinate what can often be a very fractured system of services to support families with young children. The secondary goal of the grant really was to pilot and improve a few tools that the Preschool Development Grant developed to support localities in doing this work. The collaboration guide, which was built for family resource centers and early childhood councils, and speaks to their collaboration specifically, but can be applicable to other collaborations. And also the coordination toolkit, which is intended to support localities in coordinating different aspects of their birth to 5 system in increasing levels of complexity. Both tools include tools and examples from local localities around Colorado as well as the country. And so our hope was for grantees to test these out and ask them, were these actually useful as you did your planning? So I'm excited to say we were successful in achieving both of these goals through our inaugural grant. So you can see the details for the grant on this slide. What's important to note is that our lead grantees and their local partners had 8 months to do this really intentional planning. And then we spent some time gathering their feedback, both on the grant itself, as well as those tools and their use of them. You can see that our first round of grantees came from across Colorado. And those 6 lead grantees, along with more than 36 partner organizations among them. And this included a variety of organizations in that birth to 5 space, school districts and county human services, family resource centers, among others. They worked together to develop plans in a variety of areas, which you can see here, that were meaningful to their community. So I'm excited to share with you what one of the grantees had to say about this very intentional collaborative planning process.
This was the first time that this group of partners came together in our county specifically for the goal of figuring out where our gaps were in early childhood and how we could best pull our resources and our efforts to come up with something that was going to be functional, intentional, and useful for our community. And so it was quite a process, and it was a lot of dedication, and it was in the end, we have these great friendships as well.
We want to highlight the learnings that took place between the grantees, their partner organizations, and the CDEC staff that was part of the planning mini grant. We want to highlight the importance of collaboration on a shared goal and intentional planning, as well as the value of sharing tools and sharing strategies among the grantees and the partner organizations, as well as recognizing shared challenges in the communities, for example, authentically elevating family voice. And this led to an amazing addition to the coordination toolkit on family voice. Here you can see some of the learnings that came from reflections of the partner organizations and the grantees. And we'd like to move on to the round 2 of the C2 planning mini grant, which starts in October. In this slide, you can see information, and we hope that this presentation has piqued your interest on similar collaboration in your community in the P-5 systems. Applications are due to me on Friday, September 9th.
So we'll close out with our first round of grantees' thoughts on why this type of intentional collaboration to coordinate birth to 5 systems in their communities is so important. We challenged them to do this in 6 words or less during one of our grantee meetings, and they did a great job and really emphasizes the importance of this work. So we hope to see an application from your community for this next round of PDG C2 planning mini grants soon.